All right, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. How is everyone today? Well, happy Black Friday, everybody. I'm sure you guys are super duper thrilled that today is Black Friday. Today is the day when you go outside like a fool amidst the monstrous crowds of people trying to get deals, and you attempt to shop and get a deal without losing your limbs or your life. Yes, what a great day today is. Hello, everyone. Phil here live on the stream. I am back in full capacity for full-time streaming for the foreseeable future. The next 4 straight days in particular, I will be here with you guys, chilling and having fun with games. And, it's going to be a good time. And I will be here for, most of December heading forward as well, which is just around the corner, by the way. December is only a couple days away here. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. I hope that all of you had a great Thanksgiving. I really do. I hope that you had a great holiday. Now, I know some of you don't live in the United States. You don't celebrate Thanksgiving when we do here. But I had a great time. Let me tell you a little bit about my day before we get started here with the pre-stream. So as you guys know, yesterday I did the special Thanksgiving episode of Ask the King. I actually made it a little bit shorter than usual considering that it was a holiday and I actually wanted to spend the day with my wife. So it was only about a 2.5 hour episode instead of a 3.5 hour episode of Ask the King yesterday. It was still a good show. And for those that were here live, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me on Thanksgiving. I'm honestly surprised as many people showed up as they did. But I am very grateful for all of you who came and hung out. So that was fun. I uploaded that to the King of Hate vlogs on YouTube. So if you missed out on that yesterday, please, take your time, head over there, and watch it at your own leisure. It was a good show. After that, I headed downstairs. I helped my wife cook. She was in the midst of cooking many different things for Thanksgiving. And in particular, she needed some help with the turkey, carving it. And then we had a ton of sides, including sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, stuffing, cranberry sauce, lots of food. A ton of food, of course, not way too much to eat in just one sitting. So we had an amazing dinner. It was super filling. We have a ridiculous amount of leftovers, and we're going to eat that 2 times in the coming week. We're going to have more and more turkey dinner leftovers. So that's a good thing about Thanksgiving is even though it's a lot of work to make the food, you end up with so much leftover food, you don't have to really cook for a major part of the rest of the week. So that's a good positive, right? So that was fun. And then after that, Kat and I actually got to spend some time together. We watched a bunch of stuff. We watched the Peanuts Thanksgiving specials. There's actually 2 of them that we watched. And then after that, we actually watched a lot more Peanuts and stuff like that. Just to relax and kill some time. And then after that, we ended up watching Zootopia. We didn't finish the movie, though. We watched a big chunk of it, though. In addition to all of that, I also had to decorate my office for today, because starting today, you're going to see holiday-themed decorations right here in the office for the entire month of December. So, Kat helped me set that up. And in fact, we had all the old decorations from the last couple of years, and we had bought a few, cheaper decorations for this year. And we weren't sure what we wanted to use, so we kind of, messed around with it for a little bit till we finally got it to look how we felt that it looked nice. And so we set up the decorations nicely. I set up the new emotes for the holidays. You guys may have noticed, I think there's about 6 or 7 of them that are holiday-themed emotes that we set up here on the streams. Pretty cool stuff, including the Heat and the Snow Miser, Ralphie from the Christmas Story movie, me frozen in a block of ice, Santa has returned. It's a brand new Santa emote, among other things. Many things available here for the holidays. And I hope that you guys like them. I hope that you find them fun and entertaining. And that you will use them. Hopefully this will be an incentive for people in the next month or so to subscribe as well. It's pretty cool to subscribe and get access to all those fun emotes. In addition, we will have a new animation for cheering this month. A Christmas-themed animation for cheers, okay? So I hope you guys will take advantage of that. So lots of good stuff, right? Lots of good, fun stuff. And I'm excited for the month of December. I'm pumped. I'm ready. I'm ready to finish the year strong, as they say. Have a final strong start to the or strong end to the year and a good start to the next year, right? So hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving too. It was a really good day for me. It was a mix of work, but also a lot of relaxation with my wife, which honestly we wanted for a while now. And we got the relaxation we wanted, which is really nice. So this morning I'm setting up here in the stream, and I turn on the stream, and Jasper comes into the office and sees the decorations for the first time and goes nuts. He's jumping on the decorations. He's trying to pull them down. I was like, oh my god. Well, that's it for that. So he's out of here for now. Now, later tonight, I will open the door if Jasper wants to come in for the late stream tonight. But if he's going to be bothering the decorations constantly, I'm not going to be able to let him in here. I guess we're going to have to see what happens. We can't have him tearing down all the stuff behind me. Because I understand, it's sparkly, it lights up, it's attractive stuff. He likes it, but it's not cat toys. He's got plenty of toys in the house to mess with. He doesn't need to mess with the freaking Christmas decorations too. But he doesn't know any better. He's just a cat, so I'm not mad at him or anything. But so we'll see tonight. We'll see later tonight what happens. Okay. So that was my Thanksgiving. It was good. It was a good day. Like I said, I'm excited now to tackle all the new stuff that we're doing. Keep in mind. So for those who maybe haven't been around recently, or maybe you're just trying to get caught up on everything that's going on, I'm in the midst of a few playthroughs. I'm in the midst of Pokemon Sword right now, as well as Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Both games are outstanding in my opinion. I'm having a ton of fun with both of these games at the moment. And I want to say thanks to those who've been joining me for these games recently. They've been a ton of fun, really, really entertaining stuff. In addition to that, we have brought back the late night chill style streams. Instead of doing ongoing playthroughs at late night, I've been doing more relaxed stuff. So for example, we already did a stream of Minecraft. We had a late night stream of Modern Warfare the other day. And we're going to keep up with that stuff. It's not just going to be serious playthroughs every single day. Instead, I'm going to be focusing in, excuse me, on, more casual stuff like that. I feel that now is a great time to do that because we don't have a lot of new releases going on right now, okay? So, that's cool. We're going to also bring back classic Street Fighter and stuff. It's going to be a good time, all right? So allow me now to elaborate on that. Let me tell you exactly what it is that you guys can expect today and over the weekend and into next week, etc., okay? So first of all, today, it's going to be a great day. We are continuing on with the Pokemon Sword playthrough. I have really enjoyed Pokemon Sword so far. I've had a ton of fun with this game. Every time I play it, I catch tons more Pokemon. You guys help me out with evolutions and knowing what exactly I should do in a particular situation and the like. And it's made the playthrough, the interactivity of this playthrough has made it like so much better than when I was playing Pokemon previously. It really has. Like, I've enjoyed myself a ton playing Pokemon Sword. And I want to say thanks to everyone who's hung out on the stream so far. You guys have made them really fun and entertaining. And I'm looking forward to more of that, okay? So, Pokemon Sword continues right now, a 4-hour stream. All right? Now, here's the deal. Last time that I played Pokemon Sword, it was a more laid-back stream where I really wasn't focused on story advancement or anything like that. It was just me kind of messing around, catching Pokemon. I went back to the Wild region, caught some Pokemon there. This time around, not so much. Today, it's going to be more serious business. It's going to be me attempting to continue on with the story. And therefore, I am not going to really be doing too much wandering around. Right now, I'm on the way from the wild to the next town. And then when I get there, we're going to, do the gym and everything, and we're going to see where the game takes us. I don't exactly know, what's coming up next, but it should be fun to figure it out with you guys, okay? The problem is right now, I'm in the wild area. I would love to catch more Pokemon. I would love to evolve more Pokemon. But sadly, we can't do that because guess what? My Pokeballs don't catch the goddamn Pokemon anymore. I'm using the Great Balls. And the Great Balls won't even catch the Pokemon above like level 25. They all break out. So it sucks because I'm high enough level to catch said Pokemon, but the game won't allow me to do it. I guess I got to advance forward. I guess I got to advance forward to... Hold on a second. I just there's a truck outside. Oh, okay, it's not us. I was gonna say, I heard a garbage truck outside. I'm like, it's not garbage week for us, but it's not. It's actually outside of my area here. It's a street over. I was like, okay, don't tell me that for some reason, they're picking up trash again. They just picked it up last week. All right, anyway. Yeah, I can't seem to catch any Pokemon right now, which stinks. You know, obviously, I want to catch as many Pokemon as possible, and you know, I just can't do it right now. So what we got to do is progress on with the story first before I can catch more Pokemon. So that's what we're going to try to do today. Now, a few things are in effect today. First of all, the top contributor of last stream, Rob, asked that we name the girder Pokemon Pennywise. So we are going to do that today. We're going to name the girder Pokemon Pennywise, okay? But in addition to that, he also asked, in addition to that, that means that that Pokemon cannot no longer be called Quiet Man. All right, that was the name of that Pokemon originally, and it means we can't call him that anymore. So we have to find a different Pokemon to now call Quiet Man, because that was a previous contributor who had asked that a Pokemon be called Quiet Man. So we got to think about that today as we're playing. Say, oh man, what Pokemon sounds like the Quiet Man would fit him as a name? Okay, so that's one of the things that we're kind of focusing on. Now, in addition to that, today I am going to enable the ability to contribute with Penne points. Yes, the Penne point contributions will resume today. So 3 people will be able to contribute with Penne points, and when they redeem them, they'll be able to choose a Pokemon that will remain in my party for the entirety of today's stream, all 4 hours, okay? So that's coming up after I do the pre-stream here. That's going to be the first thing we do as we start up with gameplay. I'll turn on that ability, and then you guys will be able to compete and see who gets it, who gets the honor of choosing, and we're going to see. We're going to see what Pokemon is going to be in my party today. 3 different Pokemon will get the ability to be chosen to be in my party today, okay? In addition to that, the top contributor on today's stream will be able to name a Pokemon, okay? The top contributor will be able to name a Pokemon here for my gameplay through. It should be fun. It should be exciting. It usually is. You get a lot of competition and people trying to get in there to name the new Pokemon and stuff. So that should be neat. Now, keep in mind, this is a 4-hour stream, so it's quite a long session to determine, you know, who's actually going to name that Pokemon. And so you don't have to rush right away or anything like that. But at the same time, don't sleep on it, because some people tend to contribute near the end of the stream in order to try to name that Pokemon. Alrighty. So good stuff. People are going to be able to pick the Pokemon in my party. People are going to be able to name a Pokemon. It's going to be a fun stream of Pokemon progression here today. I hope you guys are excited. Later tonight, my late night stream is going to be pretty neat. Reason being, I am returning to Throwback Classic Street Fighter for the first time in a long time. You know, I was playing Throwback Street Fighter on and off for like a couple months. And then I stopped doing that because I got busy with all the new releases, and the new releases always, you know, they took priority. Well, now finally, I'm coming back to it. All right, I'm coming back to Throwback Street Fighter starting tonight. Should be a great stream. Now it's going to be, you know, multiple games. It's going to be Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Street Fighter Alpha 3, and various versions of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Or, excuse me, of Street Fighter 2, including Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, is what I should have said. So, yeah, I hope you guys are excited for that. I am excited for Throwback Street Fighter. I always am. So, good stuff coming up tonight, okay? Then tomorrow, we are going to return to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and from people who have played the game, they're saying I might actually beat it tomorrow. Like, that might be the conclusion, because there's not a hell of a lot left in the game, apparently. Like, there's basically the finishing up the planet that I'm on right now, and then apparently I guess you go back to one more planet, and then that's really the big finale. So it looks like tomorrow is probably going to be the conclusion of my Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order playthrough, which would be neat. Tomorrow night, excuse me, tomorrow night, Saturday night, I'm going to return to the Genesis Mini. I have not played the Genesis Mini in a long time. The Genesis Mini is a console that I very much enjoyed playing when it released in September through into October. But then again, as new releases started releasing in October, the Genesis Mini kind of fell by the wayside as I had to focus in on all the new stuff that was going on. And so I haven't played it in quite some time. I'm going to be playing it Saturday night. Should be fun. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. It's always cool to have you guys select what games I play. And it could be me continuing on with certain playthroughs that I've already done games of on the Genesis Mini, or it could be I pick totally new things. You guys say, oh, I want to see a new game you haven't played yet, So whatever you guys want to see tomorrow night on the Genesis Mini, a cool late night stream. All right? Sunday, it is the premiere of my Shenmue 3 playthrough. That is right. I got Shenmue 3 at Best Buy a couple days ago. They had an early Black Friday sale, meaning they had like kind of Black Friday discounted prices earlier on in the week. I ended up picking up Shenmue 3 on the cheap, only $35 instead of the full $60. So the Shenmue 3 playthrough begins tomorrow. All right? Sunday, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for that. Shenmue 3, a game that, I've been waiting to play. I played Shenmue 1 and 2 last year. In the Shenmue HD collection. And so now I'm interested to see how the story will continue this year. All right, so that's going to be an ongoing playthrough. It's going to be fun. Sunday night. It's up in the air right now, but I am heavily leaning towards another late night session of Modern Warfare. Reason being, I played it the other day, and the trolls really stayed out with the way that I was playing, which was great. And I actually was starting to learn a little bit about the game and have more fun with it. Even though, I'll be honest, I wasn't great at it. I was having fun, and so if you're having fun with the game, obviously you should continue to play it, right? So I'm thinking that, yes, that's probably what I'll do Sunday night. And then Monday, probably more Pokemon, or it could be more Shenmue. I guess it depends on how much you guys like the Shenmue stream on Sunday. If you like it a lot, maybe I'll play it again right away, but more than likely, on Monday, I'll probably swing back to Pokemon. And then Monday night will be our weekly Minecraft chill stream. All right? Tuesday, I'm off. Tuesday is my day off from streaming. When I return on Wednesday, it will be Life is Strange 2, Episode 5, the final episode, the big conclusion of Life is Strange. After a year of playing this weirdly bizarre, really just bizarre game, it's nowhere near as good as Life is Strange 1, which is kind of disappointing. At the same time, it's not bad. It's just very odd with hipsterish overtones and everything. I don't know. Like, we're going to see. We're going to see how things turn out when I play Life is Strange 2 and finish it up. This is going to be Wednesday of next week, okay? So, I hope you guys are excited for that. And then, of course, next week will be a balance of Shenmue 3 and Pokemon. In addition to that, I have purchased the Medieval Remaster, all right? And I purchased the Disney collection of HD remastered games, which are The Lion King and Aladdin. So these are all games that I'm going to be playing soon. So once, we get through some of this other stuff that I'm doing, or maybe I'll start doing it and balancing it as a late night stream, this is going to be stuff that I'm going to be playing, okay? So some good variety coming up on the stream soon. And I hope this sounds good to you and you guys are interested in the stuff that I will be doing. Okay? So there you go. That is a big summary of the schedule. I hope it sounds good to everybody. Life is soy. Life is soy. People are making fun of Life is Strange in the stream chat, and I don't blame them, quite frankly. Okay. So, in addition to all of that, the other thing that I want to tell you before we move on to the next segment of the pre-stream is that you should be nominating games for the Christmas Marathon. Yes, you should be nominating. By now, if you have not nominated games, you're definitely missing out and you're late. You need to start nominating games right away, okay? Head over to the KingHate.com forums. There's a thread for it already. Or if you just want a shortcut to it, type !marathon into the stream chat. It brings up the link to go to the forums. Please nominate the games you want to see me play during the Christmas event coming up. This is going to be a marathon event I'm going to do the weekend before Christmas, okay? I'll be dressed up in holiday attire. I'll be drinking a little bit, probably some eggnog and beer, stuff like that. I'll be having a good time, feeling festive. I hope you guys will attend if you can. And I'm going to be playing a variety of games that you guys are currently nominating. What I'm going to do is leave that poll open for the first week of December and then close it off and create... Excuse me, it's not a poll, it's a thread, nominations thread. Then I'm going to create a poll based on your nominations, see? By the way, it's funny because some people are like, oh, I don't like the games that are in there that are nominated. The nominations are still open. You can still nominate games. All it takes is a small handful of people to go in there and start nominating something, and it's very possible that it could be played. You know what I mean? Like, I think people, they just, oh, well, the game I didn't want isn't nominated. Well, did you nominate anything yourself? Well, no. Well, that's why it's not nominated. Get over there right now and nominate the games you want to see, and, maybe they'll make it to the final poll, right? So there you go. We'll see what happens, but please nominate games. Like I said, roughly about one more week where that thread will be opened, and then I'm going to close off that thread, make the poll, and we'll go from there. Okay? Let's see. Oh, man, is there anything else? I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I want to talk about before we get to the next segment of the pre-stream? Quite frankly, nothing's really coming to mind. I think I've covered everything. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, good stuff. Thank you very much. Let's head on to the second segment of the stream, which is the gratuitous plugs. Thank you for bearing with them. I don't like to do them, but they are necessary evils. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have been a content creator here on the internet for 11 years. I used to be a full-time YouTuber who just did on-demand videos on YouTube, but then at one point I integrated live streaming into my stuff, and then a couple years ago, YouTube kind of fell apart at the seams, the ad revenue plummeted, and I became a full-time streamer in order to keep doing this for a living. I changed my formula. I became interactive. I now talk with you guys every day on a daily basis on the streams, and I feel that the streams are much better now that they're more about interaction with you guys rather than just kind of hyper-focused on the game. I actually feel the streams have become much and much better over the years since I did that. That being said, I now rely almost solely on crowdfunding from you guys in order to make ends meet. Right now, I'm heading into a time of the year that's a crunch for me because of taxes and the like, year end. Stuff gets tough. Not going to lie. So, your contributions are greatly appreciated and help keep stuff going around here. All right? And there's many ways that you can contribute, which I am about to kind of outline here on the stream. However, there's something that I want to say up front. Even though contributions are appreciated and they keep stuff going, they're not required. I am very happy to be here every single day with all of you on stream, sharing my gameplay experiences with all of you, having a good time. That's what it's all about. I did gameplay videos on YouTube for 2.5 years before I ever was able to even make a penny doing it, and it was only because I got laid off from my office job that I ever even made a penny doing it. I never intended to, okay? But, being very honest, yes, it is your contributions that keep stuff going, so thank you very much to people who go above and beyond and do contribute on the streams, all right? So, that being said, let's talk a little bit about ways that you guys could contribute if you so see fit. All right? I have a Patreon. All right? A Patreon at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. It's a monthly campaign where you guys can pledge and earn personal perks as a way of me saying thank you for your contributions. All right? Whereas it's the 29th of November today. There's only one day left to actually contribute and get your perks for this month. It's the very last chance for you to get any perks for this month. So if you were looking to get in on my Patreon, now would be the time to contribute, okay? So thank you very much for that, anyone who's considering doing it. I appreciate that. I also have a Teespring, where I sell all kinds of merchandise, primarily t-shirts, but there's other things like hoodies and stickers and mugs. This is the holiday season. You might want to look for a sweatshirt or a hoodie or something like that. You might want to look to buy a gift for someone. If you are, I recommend that you give us a look at my Teespring sooner rather than later, only because, with the holidays fastly approaching, shipping is going to start to be an issue. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, give it a look. Teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Thanks to anyone who does give it a look and considers buying something. If you're here live on the stream, it's pretty much a no-brainer. You probably want to contribute in a way that you're going to get some kind of recognition, right? I want to get a shout-out from Phil. Well, if you either cheer with bits or you subscribe to the channel or you tip me during today's live stream, you will get a shout-out from me, all right? So please consider it. We do have a new animation for cheering with bits that will pop up, me all, Christmassy, which is really nice. So that's cool. If you want to sub Right now, we got all these new sub emotes. Like I said, you got the Heat Miser, the Snow Miser, Ralphie from A Christmas Story, me frozen in a block of ice, Santa Claus, an elf getting hit with a snowball, among others. So there's many different Christmas-themed emotes. If you subscribe to the channel right now, many different animations and emotes that you can get. So please consider subbing. All right? Now, in addition to just getting a shout out on the stream, there's other ways you can get some recognition. At the top of the screen, there's the Stream Stats leaderboard, and that actually tracks things like top cheerer and top tipper. All right, so that's cool. In addition to that, there's a leaderboard built into Twitch that tracks things like the top cheerers overall of the week, as well as the top sub gifters of the week. So that's another way to get recognition, and I will give a shout out to those people in just a couple minutes here. All right. So many ways for you to get recognition on the streams. I hope that you guys will consider contributing again if you can. Not required, but it helps a ton. You know, I stream here 6 days a week full time. I upload all my videos over on YouTube as an archive. Sadly, I make almost no money on YouTube at all. So if you watch these videos on demand on YouTube, please consider contributing if you can as well. Because I'm really getting nothing out of the views on YouTube, just being honest. All right, and if you were really curious of, gee, I wonder what way of contributing would help Phil the most right now, tipping. Because tipping, I get those funds immediately. Those are funds that I can put towards bills. Those are funds that I can put towards taxes. Those are funds that I can put towards things I need right now in the short term. Versus all the other ways to contribute are still great, but those are things that kind of get held up with processing time, and therefore it would definitely be tipping. That would be the best way to help out right now. So a couple things about tipping. If you look below the stream, there's a tip start button you can click on, or you can type ! Tip into the stream chat. Either way goes to my PayPal tips page. And if you are looking to tip me via the PayPal tips page, number one, you don't need a PayPal account to do it. A lot of people think you do. That's a misconception. You can actually do it with just a debit or credit card. If you don't see the option for it, it's probably because you're trying to access the site, say, from a mobile device. If you try it from desktop, you should see things like, you know, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, logos there that you could click on, and you could pledge, a tip without needing the account. But in addition to that, I just want to let you guys know, strongly recommend if you are going to tip me, please try to hide your identity. There are a group of people on the internet that are pretty messed up, that are just basically trying to dox people and hurt people who contribute to streamers. I don't know why they do it, because it doesn't hurt me at all. It's just a really stupid thing that I guess they get their jollies off thinking they have power over someone on the internet. So strongly recommend if you do contribute, don't use your real name. Don't use anything that can be associated with you in real life. You might want to just make up a completely different name, or just say anonymous when you contribute, okay? Looking out for my supporters here. I want to make sure that you guys are safe, all right, with your information. All right. Moving on. Let's talk about the rules briefly. I stream on twitch.tv. I combined the two statements. Therefore, that means that I need to abide by all the rules and regulations of twitch.tv that they have here on the site, okay? Please understand that. I can't just say and do whatever I want. But in addition to that, I have my own code of conduct that I try to follow. My whole goal with streaming is to try to have a fun, laid back, and casual place where you guys can relax and have a good time, where you guys can feel that this is a place where you can escape all the drama and all the stress, of your real lives. Have a good time, see my honest reactions to games, hang out with me, have some interactions with me, hang out with the people in stream chat, talk with them a bit. Just be laid back and relax, But that being said, I'm not going to have things going on in the chat that are going to be toxic or overdramatic, or things that I feel are going to derail the stream or bring undue negative attention to said streams, okay? So, what does that mean? A couple things. First of all, there are two topics in particular that I strongly feel are very, not necessarily controversial, but topics that when people bring them up, they disagree, they argue, they really just don't get along. They can't tend to see someone's opinion from another perspective. You know what I mean? Those topics are politics and religion. I found over the years that whenever we get into discussions about this stuff, everyone gets angry with each other. Everyone gets at each other's throats. And so I've kind of made it a rule of thumb here on my streams. It's just something we don't do. We don't talk about it. We don't touch upon it, because it's just going to cause arguing, okay? But that being said, if we're playing a game where maybe there's a topic that has to do with politics or religion, that's different. If it's on topic, I'm okay with it. But I don't want people coming in here on a gameplay stream where we're trying to relax and be like, oh yeah, Brexit and Trump and blah, blah, blah. Like, wait a minute, what the hell are we doing here? This is supposed to be a gameplay stream, right? Where you get enough bombardment in your real lives about that crap. You don't want to hear it on a gameplay stream. So that's one of the things I don't allow. In addition, I'm well aware, there's tons of people out there who, on a daily basis, riff on me, steal my content, illegally rip me off, that, stealing or defaming, slandering. It's all illegal. All right, there's nothing I could do about it. Sadly, YouTube has become a haven for this kind of toxic behavior over the years. They even promote this behavior, which is really stupid when you really think about it, but they do. They allow these kind of videos, these kind of streams to get attention and views and everything that they don't deserve. They should be shut down, because here on Twitch, they do shut them down. On Twitch, they don't allow that kind of crap. But on YouTube, apparently, it's the Wild West, and they just let anything happen. That being said, we know those people exist. Talking about them isn't going to help anything. Coming in here and being like, oh, Phil, someone's restreaming you. Oh, Phil, someone's insulting you. Oh, Phil, someone's doxing a fan of yours who tipped you yesterday. Oh, Phil, someone's doing this, doing that. There's no point in doing that. By saying that stuff publicly on stream, you're doing exactly what these people want, giving them more attention. They are riding my coattails. They are only existing because of me. They only have any kind of viewership or popularity because of me. And they make money because of me. It's pretty fucked up when you really think about it that this is the situation. But sadly, it's just reality. And, the truth of the matter is that there's nothing I can do about it. So why are we going to freak out, right? Why are we going to freak out about it and talk about it on the stream and give them more attention and bring more people over to their shit? We're not going to, okay? So please understand, bring these people up. It's against the rules. Please do not. If you come in here and you start talking about it, you're probably going to find yourself getting moderated. And I just want you to understand why. Fair enough? Okay. All right, so that is that, my friends. All right, moving on. Now we can talk about shout-outs. We can give credit to people who have contributed so far on today's live stream and say thank you for the contributions. All right? So let me actually update everything here because it looks like my leaderboard kind of froze up. It did freeze up. Okay, just going to refresh. All right. So, we're actually going to start off with a contribution that looks like it actually came in overnight, which is pretty sweet. From Richie7ACR, he tipped me $10 overnight, and he says the following. Let's see here. He says, Happy Thanksgiving. Great job on Ask the King. Sorry that I missed it live, but thanks for answering my questions. That is right. It was actually, Richie did ask some questions on Ask the King. I answered a few of his questions. I think he was one of the people who did like a multi-question submission, and I ended up like answering all of his questions on the show. Again, if you haven't seen the show, head over to the King of Hate. Head over to the King of Hate vlogs on YouTube. That is where the show is posted up and archived, and you can give it a look over there. Okay. So yes, thank you, Richie, for the overnight tip. That is very much appreciated, and I'm glad. Thank you for submitting the questions, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So now we get started with people who actually contributed on today's live stream. We start off with that Anonymous, who gifted a subscription to... No. Hold on. Let me refresh this. It looked like I thought he had gifted a subscription. I spoke too soon. That Anonymous resubscribed to the channel for 29 months. He says, I'm thankful for these dank-ass emotes. Big ups, Popsy. Yes, it was a Popsicolo, yet again, who came through with these really awesome holiday-themed emotes for the month of December. So anyone, if you're enjoying them, please give a vote of confidence and approval to Popsicolo for his amazing work. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. So thank you, Dan Anonymous, for 29 months of support. Much appreciated. Then I got a troll tip that I'm going to ignore. Good Game Goblin tipped me $1. He says, real talk, I hate the holidays because they throw off my routine of getting back to work, and college is miserable, laughing out loud. Hey, listen, I understand, it's not for everyone, all right? The holidays aren't always a good time for everybody. There's some people who, they don't have a good time around the holidays, and I'm not here to say, shove the holidays down your throat if this is something that, you're not enjoying or whatever, but I love the holidays. Like, I've always loved Christmas. I've always had a great time around this time of year. I love celebrating. I love sharing. I love being festive around this time of year, all right? So, apologies, but, for me, it's a very special and interesting time of year, and I definitely want to celebrate it, and I'm going to. So, sorry that it ain't your cup of tea. I get that, and, hopefully One day you will have a good holidays. It would be nice if you could turn things around, right? Definitely. If one day you could actually enjoy, the Thanksgiving and Christmas time and all of that, that would be nice. But, I understand why some people don't. Okay? So thank you very much to Good Game Goblin, the first tip of the day. Let me get you up on the leaderboard here. That is a $1 tip. Okay? Oh, shit. There we go. All right, and then Chill Time Phil tipped me $1. No, Chill Time, excuse me. Chill Time Phil Time. Oh my God, what is going on? I'm exploding. See, this morning I woke up and I had a coffee, and a bagel. I had a bagel with cream cheese, which I don't usually do. So now my whole body's thrown off. My whole body is out of whack. So apologies for all this explosive gas on the stream today. All right. Let's try this again. Chill Time Phil Time. Tip me $1. He says, hey, Phil, there's a nice chill joke for you. What do you call... Oh, my God. What do you call a Mongol ruler's house? A content. Get it? Laughing out loud. Merry Christmas, Philium. It's a memeable joke. An actual memeable joke. Okay, then. Well, thank you, Chill Time Phil Time, for the $1 tip. I appreciate that. It was a wholesome meme joke, so there you go. Okay. Mr. Barbavera did a 50-bit cheer. He said, hey, Phil, hope your Thanksgiving was good. You should see my fridge. Every space is stuffed with leftovers. I might have to freeze stuff to make it last. Yeah, same here. Like I told you guys yesterday on the Thanksgiving stream, half the food that we had was from my parents, who had ordered us stuff off of like a home shopping network on TV or whatever. So we had this giant 5-pound smoked turkey breast. We had mac and cheese. These sweet potato casserole with all kinds of brown sugar and cinnamon and stuff in it. And then in addition to that, we had our own stuffing. We had cranberry sauce. We had mashed potatoes. So we had a ton of food. And we have, I think it's like 6 or 7 containers of leftovers. But the good news is we've already scheduled it out at least 2 more times this coming week where our dinner is going to be just these leftovers. So none of it will go to waste. We'll end up eating it all. Save us money, which is great. And less cooking for the week. So I hear ya. But that's the good, like I said, that's the good thing about Thanksgiving. Do you spend a lot of time cooking and cleaning up after? Yes. But not only do you get amazing food, you then get amazing food for like the week. So that's a good thing. That Anonymous did a 99-bit cheer. And he says, your favorite Studio Ghibli film. I don't know if you pronounce it Ghibli or Ghibli, by the way. I never figured that out. Surprisingly enough, I really haven't seen that many. I think, let me think about this. Oh, wait. Trying to spell his name correctly. That was a 99-bit cheer to become the top cheer of the day. Thank you, that Anonymous. Let me think about this. I saw Princess Mononoke. I saw... There's another one that's similar to Princess Mononoke that I saw, too. And I can't remember what the hell the name of the other one is. I also saw Spirited Away. And... Is that really... Yeah, I think I've only seen like 3 Studio Ghibli films. So... I mean, out of those, I think Spirited Away... That was the first one I ever saw, was Spirited Away. And I was like, wow, this animation style is so unique. The plot is like out there and weird, but at the same time, it's really entertaining and fun. So it was kind of a weird oddity of a film when I had first seen it. And then I was interested in the others. I haven't seen Grave of the Fireflies. I haven't seen Porco Rosso. I haven't seen Kiki's Delivery Service. I haven't seen My Neighbor Totoro. I hear all these movies are great, but I haven't seen any of those movies. One day, actually, so, hold on a second. I'm going to open my window more, and I'm going to grab a tissue here. My nose is itching me. Window more. Ugh. So, hold on. Ugh, my nose. Stupid nose. So many years ago, all right, about, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, on Amazon, I saw they announced that there was a Studio Ghibli collection on Blu-ray where you were able to get every Studio Ghibli film ever in this big collection with all this collector's edition content and stuff. And it was really awesome because I always wanted them on Blu-ray and I had only seen a few of them. So I pre-ordered it. Well, sadly, that year when that collection released, which I believe it was 2015, I want to say, a lot of crap happened to me. If you guys remember all the negative stuff that happened to me in that year. But of course, you know, the thing that really affected me in this case was when my YouTube channels kind of got destroyed because of false copyright strikes. And my revenue, by the way, I wasn't live streaming and making profit streaming back then. I was only making money on YouTube. That was it. So my YouTube channel fell out of search rankings because of trolling. And I lost so much of my momentum on YouTube that my revenue went down by more than a third in 1 year. And when that happened, I said, I think it's time to cut out the extraneous purchases. So I never bought the collection. I actually went and canceled my pre-order on Amazon of this collection. And I never got it, and I never bought it or anything. I never got any of the Studio Ghibli films after that. I couldn't afford it, you know. You don't have the income to dump on that stuff. You don't. And it sucks. I like those movies. I would have liked that collection, but that's just what happened. So anyway, there you go. A little bit more elaboration. B. Diggy, resub for 10 months. Thank you very much, B. Diggy, for the ongoing support. And he says, hope the stream is great today. Gotcha. Very nice. I hope so, too. I hope the streams are great. Okay, so Good Game Goblin tipped another $1. He says, I actually do like the holidays, but it's the day after that I don't like because I'm too busy. Oh, okay, I hear ya. You know, a lot of people hate Black Friday. A lot of people hate today for various reasons. If you have to work today, especially if you work at a restaurant or you work in retail, dude, it's terrible. People going out, they think they're going to get some kind of an insane, crazy deal, when in reality, most of the deals, number one, can be purchased online from home anyway, and number two, the physical deals are gone within the first 10 minutes of the stores being open because they have limited quantities of this. People don't seem to understand this. And then they go out all day long looking for deals. They get all angry and pissy. They can't get, you know, the $200 PC or the $100 TV that they wanted. So anyway, sorry to hear that, Good Game Goblin. Thank you for the $1 tip. Continuing on, Turkey Bader tipped me $1 and says, how much did you and Cat gobble for Thanksgiving? Hope it was a good gobbling. We had a lot of food. And we actually, after dinner, ended up taking a nap because we were so damn tired from eating so much food, which is what happens when you eat copious amounts of food, you know. So thank you for the $1 tip. Internet famous McCroy tipped me $1. He says, my wife still plays her 3DS. I think it's worth me getting her a Switch Lite. I couldn't get her to play Witcher 3 on PS4 because she couldn't read the tiny text, and I don't know if the Switch would be better. Was Breath of the Wild good enough? Thanks. Well, first of all, why does she need to read the... Oh, I see what you're saying. The menus and stuff. She wanted to read the tiny text. I got it. I thought it was like subtitles. Why is she reading subtitles? Doesn't she understand the spoken dialogue? Wait a minute. The menus in that game are tiny too. I hear what you're saying. Now that I'm thinking about it. So, here's the thing. If you're thinking of buying it on the Switch Lite, I don't know if that would be any better. You're talking about a small screen in your hands with that tiny text on it. Not ideal, I don't think. The Switch Lite is hilarious. I'm sorry, it just is. The reason I say this is because when the Switch launched, everyone was saying, well, it's a handheld console then. And then, of course, the Nintendo fans, no, it's not. It's not. It's a home console, just like the Xbox and the PS4, man. Like, but wait, look at it. It's a handheld. It looks like a handheld. It comes with controllers that attach and make it a handheld. All it is a handheld that you plug into a dock to hook it up to your TV. But in reality, this is just a handheld system. No, man. It's a home console, bro. You're just a hater. You're a Nintendo hater. Okay. Here we are years later. They released the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is just a handheld. It's exactly the same console, only it doesn't have the docking capability, and it's a handheld. And like, how can you dispute it at this point, right? I don't get it. But they will. They'll still defend the nonsense. And by the way, not that I'm saying anything negative about the Switch as a console, because I've had many fun gameplay experiences. In particular, just this year, I played games like Pokemon Sword, Luigi's Mansion 3, the Super Nintendo Collection, Untitled Goose Game, Zelda Link's Awakening, Super Mario Maker 2, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, all on my Switch just this year. And it's actually gotten a lot of use this year for me. That being said, I guess it really depends on what kind of games your wife likes. I don't know about The Witcher 3 on it. I'm serious. Like, I don't know how it would control on the DS Lite. I'm just saying. Controls as well as reading that tiny text on a small screen. But if you're talking like there's a ton of first-party great games on that thing that she'll probably like. So I would say, is the Switch Lite a good handheld console? Probably it is. I wouldn't know. I don't have any personal first-hand experience with it. But I would guess that it probably is quite good. And there is a good library of games now for the Switch. So I would say, yeah, it's probably a good thing. Okay? Subi Horsepower, what? I don't know what this, I can't even read this. Subi Horsepower X. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know, but thanks for 100-bit cheer. Is it planning on playing any racing games? I may play Need for Speed soon. Need for Speed Heat. But I don't want to pay full price for it. I just really don't. I'm hoping that maybe the price will go down. I heard that today, supposedly, the price is dropping online. So I guess we'll see if the price really did drop or not. And if it did, then maybe I'll consider it. But I'm no way I'm paying full $60 for it. So I guess we'll see. Okay? Okay. Awful Waffle took me $3 and says, thank you for answering my question yesterday. You are welcome, Awful Waffle. Thank you for asking the question. You know, like I've always said this. When I do these interactive shows, like Ask the King, or when I do an interactive event, like what's coming up, the holiday event where you guys have to nominate games, the more interactivity I get with you guys, the better it ends up being. So, thank you for submitting the question, that allowed me to have a fun segment of my show answering your question. Okay? I appreciate that. I can't do that. What is going on today? There. Good Lord. I couldn't update it to say $8 for some reason. Okay, now I got it. Richard Link cheered. He says, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I just finished another fan fiction. This one's about perfect strangers after Balky has to eulogize cousin Larry. So cousin Larry dies and Balky has to give his eulogy at his funeral? That's fucked up. What kind of fan fiction do you write, man? What the fuck? Balky is starving, so he has to cook all his sheep and goats and eat them? You're fucked up, dude. That's messed up, man. I don't want to hear about your weird-ass fan fiction. What's your problem, dude? Okay, Retro Jim Cheery says, do you think that the expertise you have is marketable in some way when it comes to fighting game scene? There are no doubt technical aspects of competing at that level you'll always possess. Have you ever considered or been approached to coach anyone in the fighting game community? The thing is, by the time that the fighting game community took off, I didn't really care about the fighting game community anymore. I was hardcore into fighting games all the way through 2007. 2007 was the year that after almost a decade of my life, all my money being dumped into traveling to play Street Fighter, going to tournaments, hotels, everything for Street Fighter. 2007, I kind of looked at myself, I said, what am I doing with my life? I'm spending all my time and money on this hobby that's not panning out to be anything. And I gave it up. I said, maybe one day I'll go back to it. And you know what? To some extent, I did. If you take a look at the early days of YouTube, like 2009, 2010, I traveled and attended some tournaments and the like for Street Fighter 4. But I never really got back into it as hardcore as I originally was. Why would someone seek to get me to coach them in Street Fighter when I was never playing it at a professional level anytime during my public persona on YouTube? You see what I mean? Like, I don't really understand what you're saying. Like, no one's going to come to Darkside Phil and say, hey, Phil, can you teach me the fundamentals of fighting games? They're going to go to an active player or someone who, is known in the community. They're not going to go to someone who's on the fringe, doesn't want to be a part of the community, literally doesn't attend tournaments or anything anymore and ask me to coach them. That's like the complete opposite of what would happen. So, no, that hasn't happened, and it's not going to because I'm not a part of that scene, On the flip side, Yeah, of course. If I start playing fighting games hardcore, if I start going to tournaments and placing, if I start getting known in the community, I might have some interest in people who want that. But no one has ever asked me to do that because why would they want that? In fact, I will say this: the very beginning of my YouTube career, when I first was covering Street Fighter 4, during the first year of Street Fighter 4 coverage, there was one guy who wanted me to kind of like teach him some basics of Street Fighter 4. And I don't remember how we did it, but he was trying to learn basic Sagat, and I was trying to teach him how to do like reactionary dragon punches and FADC cancel from the tiger uppercut into the FADC, into the roundhouse kick, into the super, which is what everyone does in that game. It does insane damage. But everything was so primitive back then. I don't even think that we weren't doing like Skype. I think we were doing Skype. I tried one session with one guy and it didn't work. Like, he couldn't understand what I was trying to tell him. I was like, dude, this would really work if I were there. Like, I can't explain over the internet, what I'm trying to say, or I have to show it to you how I'm doing it on the joystick and everything, and I can't do that here. So that was it. Like, one guy, I believe, ever wanted me to show him like basics of playing Sagat in Street Fighter 4, and I couldn't show him how to properly do it over the internet the way that we were doing it. And that was it. Like, after that, no, I never bothered with anything like that ever again. So, okay. Shadow King 236 resubscribed for 22 months. Thank you very much, Shadow King, for a 22-month sub and all that support. It's much appreciated. Okay, so it looks like we've gotten through all the shout-outs, guys. What I'd like to do now is give a shout-out to the top cheerers and the top sub-gifters of the week, and then we can get started up. Remember what I'm going to do? I'm going to enable those perks in Pokemon. So three lucky viewers who have the Penne points to do it, will be able to pick the Pokemon that I'll have in my party today. 3 of them out of the 6. You'll be able to pick 3 out of the 6 Pokemon for the day. Okay? Okay. So, first of all, shout out to the top cheerers of the week. I appreciate your contributions very much and your support. We have a tie for 9th place between Timbo Slice and Golden Colts. Then in 8th place, we have Star Wars Fan 002. 7th place is PW Dubs. A triple tie for 4th place between Insomniatic Meat, Tanamounder, and Mr. Papavera. Very nice. Then we have in 3rd place, Accio Artorias. 2nd place goes to Delancius. And in 1st place, so far this week, Frenolith. We still have today, tomorrow, and Sunday, but thank you guys very much, those who have contributed already to get up there on the leaderboard. Now, also, I'd like to give a shout-out to those who have gifted subs this week. I apologize, as I know for a fact that this is not 100% accurate, because someone like that Anonymous, I know, gifted subs earlier this week, and he still doesn't show up on this leaderboard for some reason. I can't figure out why. So shout out to Philip Smelly Chair and Fluffy Cows for you, who both gifted 1 sub, M5NSX and Gloves123, who gifted 2 subs each, and then Cliffy Bureau, who earlier this week gifted 6 subscriptions. Thank you guys very much for all the support. Last but not least, Romy Rowe just resubscribed for 20 months. Let's actually check sub count now before we begin. All right, 668 subs. Thank you guys. Went up a few. All right, so I'm going to take a very short break to use the restroom, okay? Then, when I come back from break, I'm going to enable those Pokemon perks so 3 of you can choose the Pokemon that will be in today's gameplay. All right, and then we're going to jump right back into Pokemon Sword, where I'm in the wild area right now. I'm trying to head towards the next town because I can't catch any of the Pokemon because the stupid Great Balls won't catch the goddamn Pokemon. All right, so we're going to do that first, head to the next town, and then see where the stream takes us. All right, and quick reminder one more time, top contributor of today's stream will be able to name a Pokemon in the game. Okay, all right, thanks guys. I'll be right back in a couple minutes, and then we'll get started.